So did you ever wonder what would happen if John Carpenter's The Thing made Sweet Sweet Love to The Happening? Well, the answer is the 2013 film Blood Glacier. Seriously, it starts out somewhere in the mountains, presumably above Germany, where they are doing some form of scientific research, probably having to do with global warming, and then there's a red glacier. It's red, it's not blood on it, it's red, it's an organism, but yeah. Then stuff happens. And it's stuff that keeps you pretty interested, to be completely honest with you. This is a German film. It's done completely in German with English subtitles, and it keeps you going. It does. I will say it's a little slow for me. It was hard for me to follow the subtitles. I had to pause it every now and again and say, wait, what did they say? What did they say? And it is kind of a very scientific plot. It's a pretty interesting, different plot. It's not the plot of The Thing, precisely. It's not the plot of The Happening, really, at all, other than the fact that they do talk about the environment. But it's a very different movie. And that was what I liked about it. It wasn't an absolutely wonderful movie, but the people in it looked absolutely real. They're all people that I could understand, reacting in a way that I could believe. There was character development. Hard for me to really unite with those characters because they weren't speaking my language, but I understood them and I felt for them. I really did enjoy this movie. It didn't scare me, but not a lot of things do. Now, to be honest with you, the effects in there are some that seem computer-driven, and as they are computer-driven, it kind of looks like it and it kind of doesn't. It's kind of halfway. There are a few shots in there that look a little digitized. There are a lot of practical effects. Some of them look really good, some of them not so much. It's kind of what you'd expect out of a lower budget film, but still very well done in my opinion. I enjoyed this film. I watched it twice. The second time it was a little slow. Really, the first time it was a little slow. But I'm a sucker for any horror movie. So Blood Glacier, again, it's not a movie you're going to drink beer and make fun of. It demands all of your attention. And it does have a strong message to it. So, oh yes, and the one thing that divides most horror fans, there is violence to domestic animals in this film. And it is very heartfelt in the film. So just so you know, that's something. If that's going to bother you, then you shouldn't watch this film. If it isn't going to bother you, maybe you should. But it is well done. It didn't traumatize me. So I'm just going to say Blood Glacier is for true horror fans, people who want to give their films all of their attention. If you're not that person, you just want a good time, drink some beer, have some pizza with some friends, Blood Glacier, definitely not for you. If you are that kind of person, if you're a film geek and you love to see how things are done and you want to see some practical effects that are very interesting, very well done, okay, I would go for this movie. I will have to point out, a lot of the scenes are overly dark. It's hard to tell what's going on. I've never liked that in movies. I believe it was done well in The Omen and it upped the suspense. In this movie, it's kind of too prevalent. But I mean, the darkness does make sense. It is there for a reason. So, that's my take, Blood Glacier. If you've seen it, why don't you tell me? Because I'd like to hear what other people thought about it. I thought it was a pretty good film.